Did A$AP Rocky just pull off the biggest legal win in hip-hop history? Facing up to 24 years behind bars, the rapper was staring down 2 felony charges that could have ended his career, his freedom, and his life as he knows it. And yet, he walked out of that courtroom a free man. How did he do it? How did the prosecution fumble a case that seemed airtight? And was A$AP Rocky truly innocent, or just smart enough to outplay the system? Grab your popcorn because this case is wild. Alright, let's rewind to November 6th, 2021. It's about 10:20 p.m. in Los Angeles near Vista Del Mar and Selma Avenue. A$AP Rocky and his longtime friend turned rival, Terrell Efron, better known as A$AP Relli, agree to meet up. The two had been friends for over 14 years, both original members of the A$AP mob, but tension had been brewing for a while, and on this night, things escalated fast. According to Relli, the moment he arrived, Rocky was already there, waiting with 2 of his associates, A$AP Ills and A$AP 12Vs. What happened next? Well, Relli claimed Rocky grabbed him by the collar, got aggressive, and, this is the big one, pulled out a black semi-automatic handgun, pressed it against his chest, and threatened to kill him. And it doesn't stop there. Relli alleged that as he tried to walk away, Rocky fired at him from about 16 feet away. A bullet supposedly grazed Relli's left hand. Surveillance footage captured Rocky fleeing the scene, and soon after, Relli handed over 2 shell casings to the police, claiming he found them at the scene 52 minutes later. With that, the prosecution believed they had enough to charge A$AP Rocky with 2 counts of assault with a firearm. Fast forward to court. The prosecution came in strong, relying heavily on Relli's testimony. They had surveillance footage of the altercation. They had audio recordings of gunshots. They even had a witness, a woman who claimed she saw a man fire a gun from the 7th floor of an apartment building. But there was a huge problem. Where was the gun? That's the question that flipped this case on its head. Despite the serious allegations, no firearm was ever found. No weapon, no forensic proof. Just Relli's word against Rocky's defense team. And here's where things started unraveling for the prosecution. As the trial went on, A$AP Relli's credibility took hit after hit. His testimony was all over the place, evasive, inconsistent, even combative. Rocky's lawyer, Joe Tacopina, had a field day tearing him apart in cross-examination, calling him an angry, pathological liar who committed perjury again and again and again. And here's where things get even messier. Relli had also filed a civil lawsuit against Rocky. That means he had a financial motive in all this. The defense wasted no time exposing text messages where Relli said he was more interested in getting paid than seeing Rocky prosecuted. So now the jury wasn't just looking at him as a victim. They were wondering if this entire case was a shakedown. Now Rocky's defense came prepared. They didn't deny that he fired a weapon, but they had a different story. The gun wasn't real. According to A$AP 12V, who was with Rocky that night, the so-called gun was actually a prop from a music video set. Another witness backed this up, claiming Relli knew the gun was fake and that the entire incident had been blown out of proportion. The defense masterfully flipped the case. Instead of arguing whether shots were fired, they reframed it. Was a real gun used? With no firearm, no forensic proof, and conflicting testimonies, doubt started creeping in. And in the justice system, if there's reasonable doubt, you walk free. After weeks of testimony, the jury took just 3 hours to reach a decision. Not guilty, on all counts. The courtroom erupted. Rocky, visibly emotional, jumped into Rihanna's arms, thanking the jury. "Thank y'all for saving my life." Had he lost, Rocky would have faced up to 24 years in prison. Instead, he walked out with his freedom intact, and a future that looks brighter than ever. What's next for him? Well, he's set to headline Rolling Loud, co-chair the Met Gala, and even star in a movie alongside Denzel Washington. Talk about bouncing back in style. So what do you think? Was this a case of justice served, or did Rocky just have the right legal team to outmaneuver the system? Do you believe Relli, or do you think he was after a payday? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and don't forget to subscribe for more exclusive updates on the biggest stories in hip-hop and entertainment. See you in the next one.